everyone. Welcome to VGA Podcast episode 23. It's Caleb and Alex back again. Welcome, Alex. You excited to talk about some Halo 2?
I am. I'm very excited to talk about all things Halo today.
Yep. I downloaded Master Chief Collection and was playing some Halo 1 and 2 this week, so that got me in the mood to talk about Halo as well as watching the show. So.
Oh yeah. We'll have to discuss what you think the best Halo campaign is.
Ooh, that's a good question. It's a tough one. I'll think about that as we're going through these.
Okay. And multiplayer too.
And multiplayer. Yeah.
Okay.
So we have a Nerd Pop quiz all about Halo 2 this week. We did Halo CE last week, and now we're doing Halo 2. We also have a video game music trivia quiz, again with a theme that you're going to have to guess. And then we also have a Guess the Game. We'll probably do 10 of those. And then we have a lot of shows to talk about. So we watched Masters of the Air, episode 5. So we'll be giving our scores and reviewing that one, as well as talking about Halo Season 2. The first 3 episodes are out. And so we'll be scoring those, giving our thoughts, and our thoughts of the whole show overall, because we didn't talk about Season 1. So
that's right. Yep. Okay.
All right. So let's get into Nerd Pop Quiz, Halo 2. So this is all about Halo 2. There's going to be 2 points if you can get the correct answer. If you don't need the multiple choice, you do need the multiple choice, you'll get the 1 point. So let's just hop right into it.
Perfect.
Which human character was originally planned to be an antagonist who betrayed Master Chief?
Which human character was originally planned to be an antagonist who betrayed Master Chief? A human character in the game?
In the game, yes.
Is it Sergeant Johnson? That's the first name that pops out of my head, so I'm gonna say Sergeant Johnson.
Let's see if it's Sergeant Johnson.
Not another word.
Nope.
No.
And I forgot to go over the buzzers, so that's what you'll hear if it's incorrect. You'll hear a brute say not another word. And if you get it correct, you'll hear possibly the best line in all of Halo.
I need a weapon.
Oh, that line's so epic.
Yep.
I need a weapon.
Okay, so let's bring up the multiple choice. So a human character who was originally planned to be an antagonist who betrayed Master Chief. Is this Commander Keyes, Sergeant Johnson, Admiral Hood, or Dr. Halsey?
Well, obviously not Sergeant Johnson.
Right.
Who's Admiral Hood?
He's in the show too. He's the old guy who's like giving him the medals. He's like the the top dog in the UNSC.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Commander Keyes, possibly.
Let's see. Is it Miranda Keyes?
I need a weapon.
That is correct. Yes.
Yay!
They were originally planning on her blaming Master Chief for her dad's death and eventually like betraying him and helping him get trapped by the Covenant.
Oh,
but they scrapped that.
I could have seen that though.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, that's not like too like outlandish.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, going into the show, where's Miranda Keyes in season 2?
That is a great question. I was kind of wondering the same thing. Yeah, we haven't seen her at all.
Yeah. Barely. Yeah. Did we got like one scene, right? Or no? I don't. We could discuss it the thing, but I was just
maybe
curious.
Yeah. I think there might have been one scene, but yeah, she has not been in it that much. Okay, next question. When the game was initially released on PC, modders found game files with the extension .ass. What would happen sometimes if those files were modified?
Oh, I never knew that. I guess that would explain Master Cheeks. I'm just kidding.
There's a funny story with this too.
I'm not sure. Give me the multiple choice.
Okay. Would a sound of a fart play? Would a video with a laughing donkey play? Would an error message pop up filled with profanity, or would an error message pop up with a picture of someone mooning the camera?
I hope, I'm going to say D because I hope it'd be D. That'd be hilarious.
Let's see. Is it someone mooning the camera?
I need a weapon.
That is correct.
It is?
Yeah. So there's a funny story with this one that, like, I kind of remember this too. And they had to change the rating and put in nudity on the, the box of Halo for PC or Windows Vista or whatever it was, because that file was in there.
What? Seriously?
Yeah, there was a controversy and they had to add nudity on, which is really funny.
Wait, is the nudity still added on there on PC?
I think they
on the box?
I think they removed it eventually, but there are some copies that had that nudity on it.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Even though there's no nudity in the actual game.
Yep. I think so. What I read was the developers found that extension really funny, and so that's why they added in that little error message, and then it caused a huge issue for them. Just a little joke.
That's funny.
Okay. What is the trigger for getting the "That's Just Wrong" skull to spawn in the level The Armory?
Ooh. Oh man, I'm not just. Ooh, that's memory. That's just wrong. Skull. So that was in the armory.
Yeah, so it's the first playable level.
Mm-hmm. Is it do you have to? I don't remember. Give me the multiple choice. I cannot remember.
Okay. Is it a series of crouch jumps and grenade jumps to reach a secret area? Do you have to wait outside an elevator for Johnson to say, "Would it help if I say please?" Do you have to find and kill a hidden invisible elite? Or do you have to kill a specific Marine?
I think you have to kill a specific Marine. Final answer.
Let's see. Is it kill a specific Marine? No, it is not.
I don't remember.
You have to wait outside an elevator for Johnson to say, "Would it help if I say please?" which takes around 4 or 5 real-time minutes. So,
Man, I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, it's a weird one. Very strange trigger.
What does that skull do?
I think that might be a question later on, so we'll see.
Oh, okay.
And if I can't remember specifically, but if it's not, we'll look it up. Where in the level Cairo Station is the Thunderstorm skull hidden?
The Thunderstorm skull. Is it hidden in the? Okay, I'm getting the visual. Isn't it on a pillar? It's on. Oh, it's on. You have to fly over. Isn't it on the higher pillar? I think you fly a banshee to it. Final answer.
Let's see if it's on a pillar. No.
Oh my goodness.
You might be thinking of a different skull. There probably is one like that. But so is this one behind a trash can, in a pelican, between 2 passive sword-wielding elites, or in a toilet?
Is it in a toilet?
Let's see. Is it in a toilet? No, but you're close. You're close. It's behind the trash can. You have to melee the trash can aside, and you'll find it under there.
Man, I cannot remember these hidden skulls.
Yeah, the skulls are tough ones. And there'll be a few more skulls. Yeah,
there'll be a few years.
Yeah, there'll be some other skull questions so you can make up for it on those.
Possibly.
Possibly. You have a chance to, yeah. Possibly the most popular Easter egg in Halo 2, the Scarab gun, can be obtained by forcing a Banshee through a tunnel it's not supposed to go through on the level Metropolis. What other Easter egg can be found on this level using this same trick?
It's what other Easter egg can I found? Isn't it the it's the so the scarab gun is it okay, the possibly most popular scarab gun. Okay, so that's the Easter egg. So the other Easter egg, it's God, there's a scarab gun and okay, this is coming back. Is it was it like a football or something or basketball? But it wasn't like a ball. I'm gonna say basketball. Final answer.
I'm really tempted to give it to you.
I'll just list out all the balls: basketball, football, soccer ball.
I'll give it to you because you said football, and in other countries it is this. So,
yes. Yeah, football. Yeah, that's what I said. Football.
You can find a giant soccer ball, yes, and you can like hit it around, and
yes.
I've seen some speculation that it was left in there. They were using it to like test physics and stuff, and they just left it hidden in a building, and you can fly around if you get the Banshee in there where it's not supposed to go.
And I remember that. I don't know why I thought it was a basketball at first.
But I could tell you remembered it, you know? Yeah.
Football, right? Football.
Yeah, that's what you meant. I knew that. What does the Envy skull do when you have it activated?
Ooh, envy. That's the think Alex think it's called. I believe that one's the camouflage, right? You're invisible, final answer.
Let's see. Is it the camouflage?
I need a weapon.
It is, yes. Master Chief's flashlight becomes active camo.
Yay! Oh, and I got to hear that I need a weapon. Yes.
Yep.
Waiting to hear that.
Yeah. Oh,
I need a weapon.
It's so good.
It is so good.
Which skull causes your shield to not charge normally? To charge your shields with this skull, you must kill something with a melee attack.
Ooh.
This skull makes it very difficult.
It's the so we already did, obviously we did the NV one, we did, so it's not that. It's the thinking of the names of the skulls. It's thank Alex, thank. I believe give me the multiple choice. I feel like I'm gonna get it.
Okay. Is it the Black Eye skull, the Ghost skull, the Sputnik skull, or the Famine skull?
I believe it's the Black eye skull. Final answer.
Let's see. Is it Black Eye?
I need a weapon.
You nailed it. Yep. You just needed to see it.
Yeah, I needed to see it.
There's a lot of skulls. When I was looking through that Master Chief collection, there's a lot of them. So it's hard to keep them all straight.
How many is there? Like 20 something?
I feel like there's more, but
more.
They may have added some in Master Chief collection. How many distinct species of Covenant are encountered in Halo 2?
Ooh.
So we had this similar question for Halo 1, but now you need to think about it for Halo 2.
So you got the elites, obviously, grunts, hunters, brutes, jackals, whatever the species the council dudes are. So I'm gonna say 6.
Let's see, is it 6?
No.
Okay, so it's not 6. Is it 7, 8, or 9?
I'm gonna guess 7.
Let's see. Is it 7?
I need a weapon.
It is.
Okay.
Do you remember
What
which
did I
one?
miss?
You missed one. Can you think of it? Or do you want me to tell you?
I was right with the 6, right? I don't know what the council dudes are.
Yeah, the
long neck
prophets.
dudes.
Prophets.
Prophets. There you go. Prophets, and then the other 5 I listed.
Yep, those
the
are all
last one,
correct.
Let me think. What would the last one be?
You first meet them on a very slow-moving elevator in the first level.
Man, I don't remember.
It's the drones, or the Kigyar, I think is, or maybe that's, but yeah, the drones.
That's right. On that big yeah.
Yep.
I hate those things.
Yeah, I know, they're so annoying.
Yeah, maybe that's why I forgot them, because I got a block of my memory.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh.
Yep, those guys are annoying. What was originally planned to be in Halo 2, but was cut and eventually added when they made Halo Reach as an armor ability?
Was was it the it was in the multiplayer in Reach, right?
And the campaign. I think the armor abilities were also in the campaign.
It was it was called, what was it called? Was view. Was it Is it just called, like, is that like armor lock, where like you're kind of like hardened? Is that
Yep.
the ability?
That's an armor ability. Yeah, you want to go with armor lock?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with armor lock. I'm gonna assume that's the one.
All right, let's see. Is it armor lock? No, it's not. Okay.
Is it? Oh,
You can get the multiple choice if you want that too.
Jetpack?
Let's see. Nope, that is one of the
Jesus
multiple choice options.
Camouflage?
It's not camouflage. Camouflage was added in Halo 2.
Right. What is it? No, I mean, that's for no points, I guess. Whatever. Is it the hologram?
Nope.
Is it Sprint?
Yep.
I need a weapon.
Yeah, and
was Halo Reach really the first one that added Sprint? Wow.
Yeah.
What, I think that was Halo 4. Oh no, Halo 4 just made it not an ability, it's just automatic.
Right. Yes.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
Yep, and there's videos of modders who have gone into the files and restored the sprint, and there's actual like animations for it. And in that mod I saw, if you sprint when you're dual wielding, Master Chief like throws down the dual wielded weapons and flips off the
What?
just as he's running. It's really weird.
I feel like Bungie did so many like little hidden things.
Yeah, they did. Even just the skulls, if you think about it, and like all the hidden Easter eggs and stuff, there's so many.
Yeah. I mean, that's just like an extra little thing that didn't need to be done.
Yeah.
But it changes so much of the game too, like for the better.
Yeah, I love having that stuff to find. It's so fun.
Yeah. It's not like you have to do it, but if you do, it can make it more challenging or just sometimes easier and just more of a different play style.
Yeah, gives it replayability. There was an unused idea for a flood carrier enemy that held what piece of equipment?
Blood carrier?
Yeah, so those were the guys, the big bulbous guys that would pop and let out the little floods. So there was those with an added piece of equipment that didn't make it into the game.
Is it like a why do I feel like it's like a flamethrower or something? I'm gonna just go with that, like maybe like a little flamethrower.
And let's see. Is it flamethrower? I like the guess. That would have been interesting. But is it a jackal's shield, an energy sword, a hammer, or a scarab gun?
That's interesting. Having a jackal shield would be freaking annoying. Um, let's go with maybe a scarab gun, maybe.
Let's see, is it Scarab Gun? Nope, that would be scary. I feel like it was actually a jackal shield. Yep, they just like pasted it onto the front of them is what it looks like, and yeah, those guys would have been annoying.
God, they took that out.
Yeah, me too.
I can see why they took it out.
Yep.
Interesting.
Okay, we're moving on to the guess the map section. So if you want to pull up a list of all the names of Halo 2 maps, I will let you pull that up now.
Okay. List of Halo 2 map names. Okay. Okay, I got the list.
All right. Here's the first map. This is going to be a Wikipedia description of the map, and you're going to have to guess which one.
Okay.
This is a large map set in Africa that consists of a large base with an operable gate controlled by a switch which either team can open. The map features a section on the beach, the main power station, and then the interior of a building, which is multi-leveled and features defensible positions.
Interesting. I have two. So it featured some of the beaches. Is it Zanzibar? Wait, yeah, Zanzibar, right? Van Lancer?
Let's see, is it Zanzibar?
I need a weapon.
Nailed it,
Yeah.
yes, it is Zanzibar. That's a great map.
Love that map. Yeah.
Every time it's remade, it's one of my favorites in whatever game it's remade in.
That map used to be so fun. I remember with Capture the Flag.
Yep, and I remember trying to like do the super bounce on that level, just in a custom game, just playing around.
Right. Yeah. Oh, so fun.
Yep. This map is set in the city of New Mombasa and seems to be a port under construction. Some of the features are a half-assembled bridge, 2 teleporter systems, 2 floating cranes, active camouflage, and an overshield, as well as a large base under construction.
Is that Foundation?
Let's see, is it Foundation? No, it is not.
Okay.
So
Is it Headlong?
I
sorry.
don't even need the multiple choice. Let's see, is it Headlong?
I need a weapon.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Nice, yeah.
The second I said that, I'm like, wait a second. You said Mombasa City. So
Yep.
Okay.
This map is set on the moon basis after the destruction of Installation 04, or Alpha Halo. Following the ring's destruction, wreckage of the Forerunner installation would rain down in chunks varying in size from gigantic landscapes to small scraps of metal. Metal walls form over an area in this map to form what would look like a rib section of the map.
Is this Ascension?
Let's see, is it Ascension? It's a pretty good guess, but it is not.
The only other one I could think of. Rain's records rain down chunkas, so it's like on the moon.
And you can have the multiple choice if you want to see those.
Yeah, give me the multiple choice.
Okay, is it burial mounds, containment, Gemini, or backwash?
No, let's see. Burial mounds? Oh, you know what? It is burial mounds, I think. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with burial mounds.
Okay, locking in burial mounds.
Maybe.
Let's see.
Yeah, just lock it in. That's just so probably wrong.
I need a weapon.
It is burial mounds. Nice.
Thank God.
Yeah,
Interesting. Okay.
I didn't really know. I feel like I don't really think about the maps too much when I'm playing them, but when I read this, I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense that all that junk on that map is just from Halo, like the original Halo that was found.
That's why the descriptions, like, I could kind of picture it, but I'm like, wait a second, let me think of the map for a second.
Yeah. See if it makes sense. Yep.
Yeah.
This map is set on an old research laboratory designed by the Forerunners in the icy mountains of Delta Halo. This map consists of 3 levels. Most of the fighting occurs around the center of the map, either on the upper or lower levels. There is a room with a gravity lift on the lower level that takes you up to the upper level, near the center.
Okay, that's that one's Lockout.
All right, locking in lockout. Let's see.
I need a weapon.
Yep, you got it. That is
Probably one of my favorite levels in all of Halo.
Gonna say the same thing. Yes, that is such a great level.
So many good games on that. That's a good level where you could just, like, even if you're playing just 2 people or 4 people or 8 people, it's such a good level.
It works for everything but big team battle, really. Although,
yeah.
I wonder how big team battle would be on that map. It'd be pretty crazy.
It'd probably be fun, like chaotic, but
yeah, I agree. Chaotic, but it would probably be fun.
oh yeah.
This map is set on High Charity and is one of the smallest Halo 2 maps. It consists of a close quarter outside area and an open inside area. Teleporters can warp players up to 2 small balconies on the top of the inner area. Another teleporter warps players to the outside and then back. One of this map's unique features are doors that open and close when a player gets close.
Oh, okay. This is this. No, it's just one of the smallest maps. No, that can't be it then. Is it elongation? No, hold on. Yeah. Wait. 2 small balconies to the top of the inner area. Just kidding. Hold on. Elongation. That doesn't have. This is an interesting one. One of the smallest with teleporters. Why can't I? No, okay, give me. Is it?
Just to point out, it's also set on High Charity, which is the Covenant like main, like space station kind of thing. So it's a Covenant map.
Well,
if that helps.
The first thing that popped in my head was midship, but is there teleporters in that? I don't remember. I'll say midship.
Let's see if it's midship. It is not.
No,
that's a good one. I get these two mixed up all the time, midship and this one. So I'll bring up the multiple choice.
Okay.
Is it Ivory Tower, Gemini, or Waterworks?
Oh, it's Gemini, right?
Locking in Gemini.
I need a weapon.
That is correct. Yep. I get those two mixed up all the time.
Man, okay.
All right, I added in one extra one, so we have one more question left.
Ooh, okay.
Once home of a wealthy socialite, this map was later converted into a park visited only by the upper echelon of New Mombasa society. The architecture for this site was fancied by combat analysts for its unique verticality and vague symmetry, making it a compelling scenario for close-quarters combat simulations. In the middle of this map, there is an alley that leads to a drainage gate where you will find the rocket launcher in most game types.
Ooh. This sounds like ooh. Is this Ivory Tower?
Let's see, is it Ivory Tower?
I need a weapon.
Yes!
Yay!
Another great Halo 2 map.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Man, Halo 2 is Such good maps.
Yeah, amazing maps. It was really hard to pick. That's why I added an extra one, because I was like, oh, I didn't do Ivory Tower. That's a great one. So I just added it in.
Yeah, I know. Like, I'm even looking at some of these other ones still. I'm like, wow.
Elongation's a great one. Yeah.
Foundation.
Yep, Foundation. Ascension, one you mentioned. That's also a great one.
Mm-hmm. I liked Terminal. But I know some people didn't.
Yep. Yeah, I like that one.
Waterworks is a good big team battle one.
Yeah.
Yeah, such good maps. Good memories.
All right, so you got 19 points on that. I'm pretty sure I may have missed one. If so, there'll be a little note here saying your actual score. But from what I tallied, I saw 19 points. So nice, nicely done.
It's okay. Out of 30, right?
Yeah. And I feel like the skulls were the toughest ones.
I was just getting. Yeah, because I haven't collected or done skulls in so many years, man. Probably since we lived together.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a long time for me too.
Now you mention it comes back to me, but
yeah. And then that's just wrong skull. It makes the enemy AI more observant, so they can see pick up on shadows, sounds, and active camouflage. It's also known as the Whoopopotamus skull.
The Whoopopotamus skull. I wonder how like accurate is that? For being what? How many years ago? Like, be able to recognize shadows and stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I can see the active camo. They basically just like make it so it doesn't work, but the sounds and the shadows, that I don't know how you program that.
Yeah,
especially back then. So yeah. All right, let's move on. Video game music trivia, episode 23. So I'm going to play you a song, and if you get the game right, if you guess the game that the song is from right, you score a point. And also, there's a theme to this one, and at the end, if you can tell me correctly what the theme is, then you will get a bonus point.
Yay! Okay.
And just pay attention to everything. I tried to give some clues here and there. This one I feel like is a little bit harder of a theme, I personally think. So we'll see if you get it. Okay. This is only our second week with a theme that you're guessing, so I'm trying out, seeing what's too hard, what's not. So
yeah, okay.
Here's the first song. What game is this from?
Give me a year.
Yes, let me look up the year real quick. This game came out in 1994.
1994. I think. Is this?
And like normal, if you just give me the series it's from, I'll give that to you. It doesn't have to be the exact game if there's multiple games in a series.
Yeah. Okay, the first thing that kind of popped in my head. Honestly, the first thing that popped in my head when you said 1994 was like Super Metroid, or even maybe like a Sonic the Hedgehog game. Or kind of sounds like a fighting game too. I don't know what fighting it. Let's just guess. Let's guess Super Metroid. I think that's 94, or at least around there.
Okay, let's see if it's Super Metroid.
Nope.
No, it is not. Good guess. But I'll give you one more guess if you want to make it. If you have another idea.
Um, let's go with.
I can give you one more hint if you want it.
Sure. Yeah. Let's go one more.
This was released on the Sega Genesis.
So is it Sonic? Sonic the Hedgehog? What's 3? Would it be 2, 3? Sonic the Hedgehog 3?
Let's see if it's Sonic the Hedgehog. No, it is not. The Sega Genesis definitely led you down the wrong road for that. I realized after I said that. This was Castlevania Bloodlines. The song is called Reincarnated Soul.
Okay, now you say Castlevania. Yeah, I can see that.
With Metroid, like, it's Metroidvania kind of game, yeah. So I saw what you were saying, yeah.
Interesting. I never played that one.
I haven't played that one either. All right, next song.
Three things popped in my head. First one, let me listen to it for one more second. Well, that sounds pretty though.
Yep.
Oh man, now I'm confused. You know what it sounds like? I don't think it's gonna be it, but I'm gonna guess it. It sounds like a Medal of Honor game.
Let's see. Is it Medal of Honor?
No.
Nope. Interesting guess.
All right, give me the year.
Okay. This came out in 2011.
Ooh, 2011. Interesting. 360 era, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the other thing that kind of popped in my head was, oh, that's interesting. Maybe Uncharted, maybe? Uncharted 3?
You want to guess an Uncharted?
Kind of. Sure. Why not?
Okay, let's see if it's Uncharted. No. This was Modern Warfare 3. It's in both of the Modern Warfare 3s. Yep.
I should. Yeah. See, I knew I had that like war theme, like with Medal
I
of
know.
Honor.
Medal of Honor. You were close. Yeah. This is I Stand Alone.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right, next song. What game is this song from?
Give me a year.
Okay, this came out in 2004.
2004. What was 2000? I was. Is it? Sounds very familiar. Is it? Oh, dang. I'm gonna guess. You know, it actually still kind of. It sounds like. Is it Halo 2?
Locking in Halo 2?
I am.
All right,
It was Halo 2 theme, and it sounds. Yeah, Halo 2.
Let's see if it's Halo 2.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
that is
I knew it
correct.
sounds so familiar.
Yep.
The voice has just solidified it for me.
Yep. This part, I just
Wired.
remember like running over the rooftops, and like I don't know. I
Mhm.
associate it with like sniper jackals. This I forget exactly where it is,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Because I remember that. Yeah.
Yep. All right, 1 point for that one.
You had to sneak in a Halo 2 song, eh?
I did. Had to. I didn't put it at the beginning to confuse you like the last one.
Yeah.
All right, let's hear the next song.
Hmm. Is this? Sounds like a Metal Gear Solid. Is it Metal Gear Solid?
Let's see, is it a Metal Gear Solid game? No, it is not. Interesting guess.
What year?
This game came out in 2015.
Interesting. 2015.
And I will say this quiz I think is a little bit harder than some of the other ones because I thought of the theme first and then had to find games that fit the theme. So you may not have played all of these.
Still getting like a war theme. Maybe
I'm gonna jump ahead
like
a little bit.
Fantasy game.
I'm gonna jump ahead a little bit in the song. See if it's okay. Yeah, it all sounds pretty similar.
Is it Rainbow Six? Tom Clancy, Rainbow Six, maybe?
Let's see, is it Rainbow Six? No.
No. Okay.
This is Saints
I'm not
Row.
sure.
This is Gat Out of Hell.
Okay.
This is the free roaming song. Which I never played this one. But
Gat Out of Hell?
yeah, Gat Out of Hell.
No, I've never played this one either.
Okay. Let's move
I
on
like
to
the song.
Yeah, the song sounds good. All right, here's the next one.
Ooh, give me a year on this one.
This came out in 2010.
Interesting. Is this? Sounds like a Fallout game. I'm gonna say Fallout. I have no clue which one came out in 2010.
Okay, let's see if it's a Fallout game. It's I love the guess because it does sound very Fallout-y.
Is it? Oh. I'm trying to think of like a. Man, I don't know. I'm kind of stumped on this one. Is it? No, I don't. I don't got. I can't think of anything else unless you got another hint.
Let's see. There is a so this was the first in well, let's see.
You said 2010?
A sequel of this came out in 2018. Let's put it that way. Yes. So this one came out in
you know
2010 and a sequel came out in 2018.
I'm an idiot. Is it Red Dead Redemption?
It is, yes.
Yeah. I was thinking way too hard about it. I was gonna say it sounds like a Western theme.
Yep, it sure does.
That's why I was thinking like Fallout, like New Vegas or something, because it's in Nevada. But this makes obviously way more sense.
Yeah.
I played this game too, and I beat it. Like, what
Yeah. You got there. You got there. Just needed a little extra hint. It's fine.
and then you gave me the 8-year gap. Like, oh, okay, yep.
That's
I'm done.
definitely a Rockstar game. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next one.
Interesting. What year?
This came out in 2023.
2023.
Yep.
Oh. 2023.
It's a great song, too.
Sounds very familiar. '23.
So I'll give you one more hint. My guess is that you haven't played this one, but you may have played a different game in the series.
Interesting.
But probably not a lot.
Okay. So the only thing I think of, it kind of sounds. Oh. Is it Armored Core? No. Yeah, Armored Core?
Let's see, is it Armored Core? No.
Okay. My other thought I had is it sounds like a modern day Assassin's Creed game. Is it Assassin's Creed?
Interesting guess.
What's the last one came out? Mirage?
Let's see if it's Assassin's Creed Mirage. No.
Oh, wait. I got one more guess.
Okay.
Just even if I don't get any points. Is this oh god, what's it called? Oh Lord. Hold on, let me think. What's the name of it? I'm having a brain fart. Think, Alex, think. Oh,
I can give you one more hint that might just give it away, but
I feel like I have it. I just can't remember the name.
what kind of game are you thinking of? Like
I'm thinking of.
Is it a shooter? A strategy game?
I'm thinking of a shooter. Am I in the right direction or no?
No.
No.
This is a fighting game.
The fighting game. The 2023 fighting game. Street Fighter?
It is.
I think that's still it.
Not Street Fighter, no. This is Mortal Kombat 1.
Came out this year. Well, that came out last year?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep, this is the Cage Mansion stage for Johnny Cage.
Interesting. I was thinking of like what was that game that came out? Judge Dredd or whatever it was called. Not Dredd. Jesus Christ, I can't remember.
You'll think of it later and just shout it out while we're it's something else. Okay, next song.
RoboCop. That's what I was thinking of. Sorry.
Oh, okay, yep.
Yeah. What year?
This came out in 2010.
Another 2010 game, huh? This kind of sounds like. It sounds basic. It sounds like Mass Effect. I don't know which one, but Mass Effect.
Let's see if it's a Mass Effect game. Yes, it is. Right. Mass Effect 2. Yeah, you've gotten 3 right so far.
Okay.
Nice. All right, let's hear the next one.
Gary. Oh, it doesn't. What year?
This came out in 2020.
2020 game. Interesting. 2020. Overall. was sitting at home. Okay.
Weren't we all?
Is this Cyberpunk?
Ooh, let's see. Is it Cyberpunk? Yes!
Yay!
Nailed it. Felt good about that one, huh?
I did. That one I did.
Yep, this is Johnny Silverhand's theme. Keanu Reeves. Okay, we got 2 more.
Okay.
And like normal, the last few are a little bit harder. Not sure if you've played them, so this will be interesting. Although this whole quiz has been kind of hard, so.
Yeah, I like it. Just give me the year off of it.
Yep, let me look it up real quick. This came out in 2011.
Hmm. Give me 11.
And just because this is a harder one, I'll give you a little bit more. This was released on the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, Wii, PC, and Mac. So it was released on everything. So you know it's not a console-specific game.
Interesting.
And after your first guess, I'll give you a second hint.
Okay. I don't know if this is it, but it sounds like this style of game, and I've never played it, but Infamous, maybe? And I think that released everywhere.
Let's see, is it Infamous? No.
No.
This game is a racing game.
Racing game. What, Need for Speed?
Or at least a car game. Let me see what the official...
Cars 2?
Yep. This is... So it's... Okay, it has a lot of genres. I haven't played this either. So it's a racing game, action-adventure game, third-person shooter, and non-linear gameplay is what it's listed on. Or listed as on Wikipedia.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, sounds like an interesting game. Should give it a try.
I'm just gonna guess a random racing game. First one that popped in my head for some reason is Need for Speed. So
Okay. Let's see if it's Need for Speed. No, this is Driver, San Francisco.
Driver. I don't even know if I've ever even heard of this one.
Oh, really? I've heard of it. I just had never played them, but... Okay. One last one. How you feeling about the theme on this one?
I'm not sure. I kind of have ideas, but I'm not as confident.
Okay, we can go back through all the games, too. And
Okay,
review
yeah,
it.
that might help.
Okay, here's the last song. And this one came out in 2018.
2018. Okay. Okay.
And this is another one that I didn't play, but I had heard of, and I do want to try it.
Interesting. Okay, is this... I have like a couple games I play that sounds like. Is it... I'll make a couple guesses.
Yep.
I kind of have like a... Like that... I think it's called Vampire. I played it, a little bit of it. Is it that?
Let's see, is it Vampire? Wow, you nailed it! Very nice.
Yeah. That's right, because I knew it was like YR. That's right. Okay, I knew it's all over. I have to look.
All right, nice. Is it good?
It's okay.
Okay. All right. So now you get to guess the theme for a bonus point, but let's just look at all the songs and all the games again. So it's Vampire, The Struggle,
Mhm.
Driver San Francisco, the main theme, Cyberpunk 2077, Johnny Silverhand's theme, Mass Effect 2, The Awakening, Mortal Kombat 1, The Cage Mansion stage, Red Dead Redemption, Estancia, Saints Row, Gat Out of Hell, Free Roaming 1, Halo 2, Jeopardy, Modern Warfare 3, I Stand Alone, and Castlevania Bloodlines Reincarnated Soul.
Go back to that San Francisco one. The driver.
Yeah.
That one's throwing me off a little bit. I'm just gonna make two guesses. The first guess is it, and the only reason I say this is because a lot of it has to do with it, but is it like a but the driver that San Francisco one's throwing me off. I was thinking of at first I was thinking of like a demon theme, you know, like because
I
Master
see.
Chief grunts call him demon, and then you have vampires but then you have Modern Warfare in there. The other theme I thought of too is just like hmm, like guns, but then that driver one's really throwing me off. Hmm. I'm gonna go. This is it like a it's like a weapon theme, like guns, anything like. And am I even close?
Let's see, is it a gun or weapon theme? Nope.
Mm,
That's not what I had in mind. Although, I mean, there are weapons in all these technically, but
yeah. Well, yeah. Uh, is it a male lead theme? Main character theme?
you're getting closer. I will say that.
Um. Uh. Hmm.
It does have something to do with the characters in the game.
I don't know. I will say I'm stumped on this theme. You
All
did a
right.
good job on this theme.
Yeah, this is a tough one. Let's see what the
I
theme
like it,
is.
though.
The theme was prominent characters named John or some form of John.
That makes sense now.
Yeah, so just to go through them, we have Vampire, Jonathan E. Reed, main character. Driver, John Tanner. Johnny Silverhand.
Johnny.
Shepard's canon name is John, even though you can change it. Johnny Cage.
Johnny. That's right.
John Marston. Johnny Gat. John. Master Chief.
Yeah.
John Soap McTavish. And Johnny Morris.
That was good. I like that.
Yeah, that was a fun one. It got a little hard to find games that I'm happy you got the vampire one, because I was like, I'm throwing this one in here just because it's the last one that I combined with a John. So
I like that though. I don't mind the harder because it makes you think more. Like, what are all these connections?
yeah, so you got 5 out of 10. That's pretty good on this one. This one was a tough one.
Oh, begrudgingly accept.
Okay.
It's okay because I didn't play a lot of them, but I like that though. I liked how you did the theme with the name John. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, that was a fun one. Okay, let's move on to guess the game. So we'll look at screenshots. We've done a few of these already, so it'll change colors if we're in the right series, and we got 6 guesses on each screenshot. So we'll go through about 10 of these and see how we do.
Yep. What is that? Diablo?
That's what my initial thought is. It kind of looks like maybe Diablo 3.
Yeah. The color.
Yeah, and the underground. This reminds me of like the cathedral kind of Okay, it is not.
Diablo 2?
This has a
Oh, wait,
59%
59.
on Metacritic, which makes me... It is a Diablo game. Oh, is this that mobile game?
Diablo,
Immortal?
what's it? Immortal, I think that's what it's called.
So it is yellow here on the one, so we did get the right
Yeah.
franchise. Let's see if it's Diablo Immortal. Yep.
Yeah.
I have not played that.
Metacritic score was a big one.
Yeah, Metacritic
Big-
score
big
makes
hit.
sense. Okay, let's go replay previous days and go back to where we left off last time.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, okay. There's a
Huh.
character to the left.
Yeah.
And what are those purple words?
Yeah, it
Or
looks like
letters, I mean?
letters. Yeah. What's that one blocky
that?
game? This kind of looks to me like a Roblox character almost, but I guess it's not as blocky.
And what's that? Is that like a saw or like a block? Like what is that?
I don't know. It could be a bush or
Like
a saw
like a
blade.
gear
Yeah,
or
or a
maybe
gear.
gear.
I don't think it's Gears of War though.
Was that a D and a what was that?
A
6?
6 or an S, but this is backwards, and this one
Yeah,
isn't?
what would that be backward? An S probably, like you said? Wait,
Maybe, or an
no.
8? Oh, an
That would be-
8 with the line here.
It's not connecting though.
Well, there's this little line, or an and.
So a D and D? Just kidding.
I say, let's just throw
Uh,
out Roblox and see what the next picture is, because I don't know other than that.
Yeah.
Ooh, 90% on Metacritic. It looks like an older game.
18.5 something.
Could this be like a typing game?
Like what is that? Is that a door?
Yeah, and with a disc or something?
I don't know. What?
What's that? I guess we could do the typing of the dead. It's not. But
That
all
is-
these letters and numbers make me think it's... I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
Oh. This looks to me like Sonic
Oh,
Pinball or
arcade?
something. Arcade and
Is it like a
PS1.
board type game? Like a digital board game or something? Is that like spinning wheel or
Yeah. Could this be a pinball game? What's this person, though?
maybe that's just like a little character you can create playing the games?
Yeah.
Or arcade PS1. PS1 game and an arcade game.
Yeah,
Is it
that's
saying it's
weird.
separate, or it's on arcade and PS1?
I think it's on arcade and PS1. I honestly have no guess. Unless I
Is
just-
there like some sort of like arcade gallery or something? Just like a random, like a mixture of maybe just
Oh.
type of arcade.
Yeah, best of arcade games. Midway's
I swear
greatest
I thought
arcade hits.
Try arcade gallery. I swear I remember seeing an arcade gallery game on PS1.
Sega Arcade
Yes.
Gallery, Arcade Shooting Gallery, Arcade
No,
Game
it would
Series
be
3
like-
in 1.
I think it's like a. I remember like a. I think it's Konami made it. Maybe type in Konami arcade. And I remember this because Lawrence. No. Lawrence had like a
Arcade Advanced,
maybe?
Konami Collector Series, Arcade Advanced.
Maybe it's that. No.
Perfect.
What is that?
Rhythm game. Oh, is this a Dance Dance Revolution or something? A rhythm game. Or what's that? A Parappa the Rapper, maybe?
It's a.
I feel like, because that was on PS1. Parappa the Rapper. Because this looks like it could be like a turntable kind of thing.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
It is DDR. 1998.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
I guess the first one?
I guess
I
that
don't
makes
know.
sense. Arcade. I would assume the first one because I
It
never
is the
played.
first
Okay.
one. Yeah.
I never played one so blocky.
Yeah, this did not look like it. Okay, so that's the beginning screen was this. Okay. Well, you were right with
Interesting.
Konami.
Yeah, I guess so. Did Konami do a lot of arcade games back then?
I guess, yeah.
Whoa, okay.
Okay, the art style. Yeah, go ahead.
This looks like like a like an indie type game.
Yeah, to me, the art style is looking like a Castle Crashers kind of game.
Kind of, yeah. What are we looking at though? What is that thing?
Dust
A rock
cloud? I think I would guess it's
yeah.
dust. Like a dust cloud.
Yeah, you know you could type in Castle Crashers. That was a fun game.
Yeah. Oh my god,
Oh!
first guess. Very nice.
Awesome.
All right. Moving on. Okay. I have maybe a guess.
What would be your guess?
Kind of looks like an old God of War.
Oh, I see, like a hack and slash type.
Yeah, and it looks kind of Roman or Greek.
Colosseum type thing.
Yeah. Maybe like God of War 2. Oh.
It's modern. You know what? Try. Is it Rise? Do you remember Rise on the Xbox One?
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking of. I couldn't remember the name though. Rise, Son of Rome. It could be that. Oh, very nice. Yeah. Awesome.
We're doing good this time.
Yeah. Okay. I immediately have a guess. I'm curious what you think about this.
Final Fantasy game.
That's interesting. Not my guess, but I could see it.
What would be yours?
I kind of feel like this is one of the first two Fallout games. It might not. It might not be.
I haven't tried those, so
I've only seen gameplay. Okay, well then it's Fallout 1 probably.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have just gone Fallout 1. Wow, that's so good. 2 guesses.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's look at some of the other pictures. Yep, there's the UI, Vault-Tec. I did not. I started on 3, but I've seen. A lot of people. Yeah, I agree. I think a lot of people did. Yeah, interesting.
Wow, it's crazy how much it's changed.
I know, right? Definitely a good change. The new ones do amazing. So.
Oh yeah.
All right, continuing on our streak. Not bad, not bad. Okay, I know what this is.
What is it? You got it. You right away. Let's see.
Let me remember. It's Star Wars. Jedi Survivor? This looks like Kobo to me. Maybe it's not that.
Oh, it kind of does.
It looks like it.
Kind of does.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
The bottom left screen kind of made me realize.
Yeah, this that also, that's the places you spawn. It's the campfire things.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's nice. Right away.
Sweet. It's just so grainy. It doesn't look like it came out recently.
But... it almost looks like some artsy fartsy game with that screenshot.
Yeah. Oh man. This does not give us much. I'd be surprised if we get this right away.
Brick wall with some torn flag or something on it.
Or paper, yeah.
Or paper.
I kind of want to guess a Call of Duty.
Well, like an old.
Yeah. It could be. No.
Have you ever played Time Splitters? It looks like that.
I think I have in the arcade. We could do a Time Splitters. Any particular one you're thinking of?
I'll just start with the first one.
Time Splitters.
No.
Oh, this is
Oh.
not the kind of game I was expecting. 75 on Metacritic.
Is that like a horror game? Is that like lava hell or something?
Yeah, it kind of looks like it. A lot of viscera and blood.
Hmm.
Could this be a Silent Hill?
I'm not sure. Maybe with that first picture, yeah, for sure. Try it.
Try
You
the
could be
first
way
one.
off, but
It is not. PC and PS4.
those other pictures made it look older, man.
Yeah. This one
the
kind of, but yeah,
PS4.
this looks really weird.
So a PS4, and it looks like some horror type game.
Yeah.
Okay, it kind of looks like.
PC and PS4. So, So it didn't come out on Xbox. Is there a horror game only for the PlayStation that this could be?
I haven't played it, but is it Until Dawn maybe, or
I've watched that and I don't
came
remember
out.
this character in it, but we could say
Yeah.
Until Dawn.
It might. You're probably right. I'm just throwing out.
First-person shooter survival horror. Oh. I feel like I've seen this, but I can't remember the name.
This is interesting. Is it I mean, there's I played a game. Is it called? I played. Like it looks. No, Layers of Fear. Have you heard of that?
Oh yeah.
But I don't know if that came on Xbox or not.
Yeah, let's throw it out there.
No. 2016. Man, I'm surprised.
I feel like well, maybe not. It looks different than I thought. It's like a zombie outbreak. Is there like outbreak?
Yeah, I'm stumped, surprisingly, 'cause it looks like something I'd play.
Tripwire Interactive. I don't know it.
Yeah, I'm stumped.
We're gonna lose our streak here. Killing Floor 2.
Killing Floor 2.
This was the one I was thinking of. I just couldn't remember the name. I never played them, but I've seen gameplay.
Yeah, I haven't even heard of that one. Killing Floor 2. Interesting.
What a screenshot.
Building. What's that? What's that going up the middle?
Maybe a tree or a shadow of a tree. Okay, so I have an initial I don't think this is it, but the building kind of reminds me of Bully.
Bully?
Yeah. Oh my god, are you serious?
Wow.
Wow. Yep, that's funny. Yeah, definitely would have got it there. Yeah, it looks like the school. There's the school. Okay,
nice.
Back on our streak, that's right, yes. Okay, I have another immediate guess.
It kind of looks like a BioShock type.
That was my first guess as well. BioShock 1. So BioShock 2 is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Yeah. I think we're doing pretty good if we get the series in the first guess. That's pretty good.
Well, for sure.
Let's see the other pictures.
Nice.
Yep. Ryan, yep.
Oh, that would have. Oh god.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do 3 more.
That looks
pipeline.
familiar.
Can't make out what's going on here. If we didn't just have BioShock, I might have guessed BioShock, but I don't think that's it.
What is that pipeline though? It almost looks like
I don't have any initial guesses. You want to skip to the next one?
Yeah, we can.
70. Okay, this looks like Metro.
That's
To
what I was
me.
thinking with the first one, but I don't know which one.
Let's guess Last Light and just see if it's the right. It's not.
Yes, two. Okay.
Yes, two. This guy looks like RoboCop, kind of like the helmet.
PS2. Heck, what's the name of that?
Looks like a space-ish, like, well,
Hmm.
just PS2.
I'm trying to think. I'm not sure.
First-person shooter,
Is it,
yep.
is it Metal Gear Solid? 2 or 3? No, I think 3 maybe. Or no, Sons of Liberty, I would say.
Are those first-person shooters?
I don't think so, but just
Yeah, we'll throw it out there. Okay, 2004. Homefront? No, that was on. I don't know. I kind of want to guess Homefront. I feel like that was later and on the 360, but Guerrilla Games.
it looks so familiar. I just can't think of anything.
I don't think I played this. This
I
is
don't
definitely
know.
Medal of Honor.
Yeah,
It is not,
it
but
totally.
Killzone. Of course it's Killzone. I always get Killzone and Metro mixed up, and I just kind of feel like we already guessed that. Dang it.
Yeah.
This is Killzone. Okay.
Man,
Two more.
Crimson Skies. Kidding. Maybe.
Could be. It kind of seems like maybe a Tomb Raider, one of the newer ones.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of jungly.
What is that called? Is it just called, oh, like Rise of the Tomb Raider?
Oh, yeah. Rise of the Tomb Raider, Shadow
Shadow
of
of the
Tomb
Tomb Raider.
Raider.
Which one was the
Something
first
of
one?
Tomb Raider.
Is it Rise?
Rise?
Okay, well, it is
Of course.
Shadow
Why
of
does that always happen?
Tomb Raider. Okay. I'm pretty proud that I got that from this. That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Those are pretty fun games.
Oh yeah, God, we would have. Yeah, I don't think was there a third one? There's
I
Rise,
think so.
Shadow. I'm pretty sure there was, and I never played it.
Yeah, I think I did play it. But they all kind of bleed together. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Huh. This looks like an old school RTS.
Mm.
Like,
I'm not sure. Off of
I'm
just
gonna throw
trees.
out.
Can't be another Age of Empires, can it? No way.
No, not rated.
RuneScape. Just kidding.
It kind of looks like. Does StarCraft have grass levels? It kind of looks like an alien egg thing there.
Or is that a rock hut?
It is not StarCraft. PC, like
Those the lizard things?
goblins? Yeah, lizard, goblin, or orc kind of things.
Oh, an old Hobbit PC game. Just kidding.
Hmm.
I don't know. Doesn't look like something I played.
Let's just guess an Ultima game. Real-time strategy. Yep, we got that. Don't know what this is, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Army Man of TSA.
Stormwind. Oh, is this Warcraft? Oh, was Warcraft.
Nice.
Stormwind reminded me of
Stormwind.
World of Warcraft. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I did not think we were going to get that one.
Wow. Pull it out your butt.
Yeah, I haven't even played that, but Stormwind got it to me. I've got to thank my wife for playing World of Warcraft with me. All right, that's a good one to end on because I did not think we were going to get that one.
Yeah.
All right, let's move into our reviews. Do we want to go with Masters of the Air or Halo?
Let's start with Masters of the Air, and
Okay.
we'll end on Halo.
Yeah. Okay. Masters of the Air, episode 5. So we'll give our scores first, and then we'll give a spoiler warning before we start talking about spoilers. But do you want to go ahead and give your score for episode 5 of Masters of the Air?
Sure. Episode 5. So I kind of went into this episode, as you knew from the last review, not like I hate the show or anything, but I was disappointed how like the last one ended.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, I actually think this episode is the best episode of the whole season. I loved it. Which is crazy to say because of how it ended last week. But the way this one was filmed, the fighting and the camera work and the intensity and the music, even the scenes when they're in the air, fighting, like it just felt more intense. Everything about this episode, I loved more. Like this episode was 50 something minutes long, and like I was looking at my wife, I'm like, wow, it already ended.
Yeah.
And I loved the new pilot guy. So much more interesting than freaking Buck or whatever, or Elvis.
Yeah.
I don't know, something about him that was very like subtle, like, and then I can't get into spoilers, so I get later, but honestly, I would give this one a 9 out of 10. Like, I thought this one was near perfect. I liked it that much.
I am going to agree with you. I thought this was the best episode of the season so far, and I also gave it a 9. It was you're right. It was filmed like epically and like tragic, and it just had so many emotions. And I thought it was great. My favorite episode so far.
Yeah, we're in the same thoughts and track.
Yep. Okay.
But yeah, the way this one was filmed. We'll get into spoilers.
Yeah, I agree though. Yeah, so spoilers now. So if you haven't watched it, make sure you go watch it. We highly recommend this episode, and then come on back and hear what we thought about it.
Okay.
Okay. Spoiler warning. Okay, yeah, this was. I feel like this one definitely had the most feels of any of the episode. What about you?
Yeah, like just from the start. I mean, so how does it start? It starts with Bucky, Bucky, right? There's a Bucky,
Bucky.
not Elvis.
Bucky, yeah.
Bucky's kind of just sitting in the plane. I kind of have the episode pulled up. He's sitting in the plane, kind of sulking, and then kind of prepping for the next mission. And it was just weird because they would show like the guys packing their stuff, right, and then like newcomers coming in.
Yep.
And then they had that little like another little party.
Mm-hmm.
Or I guess, what party was this for?
Or was it just where they were eating? I remember the eating scene.
Maybe it was just where they're maybe they're just like out like at the bar eating and stuff.
Yeah.
But anyways, long story short, is this whole first, I guess it's like 10 minutes or so, like the build up to go, like it felt heavier. Like, and I don't know if it's because Buck or Elvis allegedly is dead.
Yeah.
But it just felt like there was a much more intensity, even with what's his name, Crosley, or is that his name?
Crosby, yeah, Crosby.
How he's being part of the group navigator.
Yep.
And the narration, in the background saying like it sucks. You know how it has like sometimes the episodes will have narration that like a summary of like characters. I
Yep.
don't know who does the voiceover narration. Is
I
it
think
always
it's
Elvis?
I think it's Crosby most of the time, actually.
Okay, that would make sense.
Yeah,
But anyways, his narration basically saying like it sucks because you do all this planning, but once you get up the air, you can't do nothing
you're
until
just
they.
there waiting.
Yeah, and he even asks the guy that hired him for this, like, do you think I'm good for this? And he's like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Am I the right choice? Kind of what he mentioned to the I don't know to the head navigator guy. I don't remember
yeah,
what
yeah.
the guy's name was.
That's a really interesting struggle that he's having. I mean, he probably is happy that he's not getting airsick up there, but yeah, having to just sit and wait.
And
Um,
of
one
course, his friend, right, Bubbles, is
Bubbles.
going up.
Yep, that
Yeah.
we'll get into that. That was sad. One thing I liked about that beginning part was it was a little more subtle. The red light coming on and them seeing it, and you could just kind of see them like tense up or get ready. Which I read afterward, that red light means like a mission is being planned and they like stop drinking so that they're ready for it. So I can imagine,
That's interesting.
I can imagine seeing that light. You're like, oh man, something's coming. So I thought that did well to build tension and yeah, that whole beginning part was good to build it up.
Yeah, you're right. The whole beginning is just building up, and then even when they're in the room talking about the mission, he's like, "We've only sent up 17 ships."
Hearing that, I was like, "Oh, that's not great." And then they're talking about the new planes. They're not in their normal planes, some of them, and that just shows how much damage those things take.
What did the head guy say, Sergeant, whatever? He's like, the good news and bad news, it's a short trip. We only got 17 planes.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if that is good news.
Yeah.
And then the thing I thought was interesting, too, was right after that, it shows them kind of getting ready. I don't know the character's name. Bucky's sitting next to a character, or a couple of the characters, where they're like, should we really be bombing this place? Like, it's like women and children are getting out of church, all this stuff. Yeah, so he's like, they're kind of talking about this, like maybe like we shouldn't be like killing these innocent people. They did, and then Bucky's kind of goes off on him like, this is war, buck up, whatever, no pun intended.
Yeah, which is interesting because the last episode he did a lot of introspection about like bombing and the repercussions, and I feel like if he didn't lose Buck, it would have been different. He would have had a different perspective, but it kind of got washed away by losing Buck.
I was just saying, it's actually, to me, that it's interesting because it makes you think, like you're having that kind of inner conflict, right? But realistically, like if something happens to your significant other, I feel like you're not rational. You're just thinking of like, I don't care.
Yep.
So like it felt like that is very a human thing to do. Like we were last episode, like you said, you were contemplating and this and that, but it all goes out the door when he loses his best friend.
Yeah.
And then the thing that guy said too, when Bucky was kind of going after him, the guy's like, they didn't kill Buck. Like that's what he said to him.
Yeah, that's a good line to come back at him to make him think. Yeah.
And then right after that, we had Crosby walk Bubbles out and give him back.
I had a bad feeling when he gave him that snow globe.
Oh yeah. And the one thing, the subtle thing I liked too, is when Bubbles was leaving, he says, what is it? He says, well, wish me luck, and she's gonna, and then like, I don't know if you caught it. He said that, and then Crosby's like, what is she gonna? But like that was the name of his ship.
Yeah, that was funny.
But it was just like a subtle thing. Like they didn't ever mention it again. You just saw that he was on the ship.
Yeah.
Gonna. And then one thing I didn't quite understand, or maybe I just missed the significance of it. What was up with Bucky getting off and then switching out his jacket?
Yeah, I don't know.
I felt like he was going to do, like the way I thought he was going to do some sort of scheming thing where he just will hop out of, like, I don't know why they showed that. Like, I'm not sure.
I don't think they've explained it yet. I missed it. But I have maybe a theory. I don't know. I wonder if those jackets are more recognizable as American, and he was expecting to be shot down or wanted to be so that he could go after Buck.
So that's what I was thinking, but I thought he was initially just gonna like randomly hop off or desert them or something. That didn't happen. So
Yeah.
that's why I was kind of like, because I had thought the same thing. Like, okay, that is I mean that jacket is way more different, than most jackets. But maybe that still will come. You're right, because we didn't really see Bucky the last third of the episode after his plane went down.
Right.
But yeah, I'm looking at the episode right now. Like it's not until the 20-minute mark where they're up in the air.
It did not feel like it took that long. Like this episode flew by.
Oh. No, and like even the shots like of them flying. Like, there's something about the way this episode was filmed. Was it a different director this episode?
I don't know. One other thing about this episode is the music. I felt like was amazing.
The music was great. I'm like, dude, like I'm looking at some shots right now. Like I have it on my TV on my TV in the background, and there's like a scene of like Bucky just looking out to all the other planes with the sun. Like there's something about this episode that just felt more intense.
And yeah, it was directed by different people. The first 4 were directed by Cary Joji Fukunaga, and then this one was directed by Anna Boden and Ryan Fleck, and they're doing the next one as well. So
oh well, I like this director.
Yeah.
And then it shows after it kind of shows him go up in the air, it shows Crosby sitting there. That's kind of what we were talking about earlier, where
just waiting.
He's just waiting. And then it shows a freaking awesome shot of they're flying over the ocean. It's just like all these ships, and you can see the exhaust behind them. And the scale of it, I don't know if you probably. I mean, I'm looking at it right now, so I can describe it.
Yeah, no, I remember that. All the exhaust and then behind, yeah.
Yeah, and then all the chaos, and then there's some scenes where there was no music at all and just fighting.
Yeah.
And I thought that brought the intensity up.
Definitely.
Oh, but yeah, so what do you think of the whole, from pretty much the 22-minute mark all the way to the 40-minute mark? It's like almost 25 minutes of just action in the sky. Like, what did you think of that whole 25 minutes in the sky?
It did not feel like 25. It felt like it wasn't 25 minutes. It felt really quick, but it also seemed like there was so much carnage and just bad stuff happening. It also seemed to take forever. Like, I don't know. It was quick because I was entertained, but I was like, oh my goodness, they're just up there just getting destroyed.
Yeah, and some of these deaths, man, my lord.
Yeah, like that guy who tried to parachute out and got caught. That was terrifying. Yeah. New fear.
Or there's like a gunner where it's like half his face shot off.
Yeah, that was brutal.
And like the way they were kind of talking in this one, like it felt more emotional than the other episode. Like the dialogue felt different in this one. Like they even before they were fighting, they're kind of cracking more jokes, kind of like soldiers in Halo or something, Or like I don't know. Then the previous ones, when they were in the air, they didn't. I don't know. I mean, I guess they did, but this one it felt. I don't know. There's something about this episode that felt a little different.
Yeah.
And then was it Bucky? Or was it Bucky's ship? Where they had to drop the bombs, but they're trying to wait, or was it the ship?
I think that was Bucky's. Yeah, they dropped. Yeah, I think Bucky's dropped early.
Yeah, Bucky's dropped early. But man, so after Bucky's ship went down, we started following the other pilot.
Yeah,
well, we've been following the other pilot, but man, that scene where it's just like almost the single pilot ship versus like a few other ones.
Yeah,
was awesome.
So
like, that was my favorite scene.
Yeah, to start that, I think it was the shot of just that plane and then just carnage and stuff falling out of the sky around them. It was like slow-mo with the music. That was like such a crazy shot. And then, seeing his flying after that, like it felt like he was dogfighting with this huge ship against these tiny actual meant for dogfighting planes, and like he did amazing flying,
maneuvering. Yeah, you're right. They even did another slow mo of like a ship going right past them and while they're shooting. And then before that, I forgot to mention, I like the scene where Bucky and the other guy were going to hop out, and he's like, "No, you hop out." But the
Yeah,
scene of
that's
Bucky
right.
hopping out and parachuting looked pretty cool. Like I
Yeah,
thought that
it
was a pretty
did.
cool scene.
It kind of reminded me of like the base jumping in Godzilla, or that kind of
Yeah,
thing.
and I
Like,
like how I was following him,
yeah, that was a really
like
cool
kind of
shot.
one shot. Yeah, but yeah, I still. And then actually, that's it. And then after he falls and lands and gets his parachute, so I'm at the 31-minute mark in the episode,
Yeah, I don't think you
and
see him
there's
again.
nope, there's 25 more minutes, and that's the last time you see Bucky.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This episode. But yeah, and then after that, of course, is that scene with the last. Well, they drop the bomb, and then
Yep.
they're like, "Where's the rest of the what is it, 307th or whatever?"
Yeah.
And no one's there
no one is
again.
there.
That was
Yeah.
such a cool. I think that 15 minutes of them fighting off those fighters were like my favorite of the whole series.
Yeah, I agree. That was so engaging and so much fun to watch, even though it was also like, oh man, they're the last ones.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm looking at that shot, like you said, of the single shot in the chaos, man.
Yeah.
And then pretty much, so they fight off. What was it, 5 or 6
Yeah.
uh, fighters, and then of course, a couple of them get injured, and
Yep.
then you get shown back. So after all that air craziness happened, you get shown back at the base, and they're just waiting. And a little thing I kind of liked too was who's the I don't know the actor's name or the character's name who works on the ships when they land.
Yeah, this guy.
The engineer guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's talking to the kids, right, making jokes, yada yada, like he always does. And they find out that there's only like one plane, and he kind of like he loses his temper with the kids, but not because he's mad at them. It's just a subtle thing.
Yeah. He
Like the
like,
kids wanted to help and stuff, and then like he's like, just go away or whatever. Like
yeah.
it's the first time you kind of seen him rude to the kids, but it kind of showed like the intensity, like
Yeah.
little subtle things like that.
And he knows like the kids should not have to deal with this. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So like little things like that. Well, the first a different plane division or whatever landed and said there's no one left,
Yeah.
and then the one
The single plane.
the one survivor plane landed. So what do you think about that new pilot guy? Like I like him.
Yeah. I do too. I think he showed his chops flying that plane, just keeping him alive.
Yeah, and then like throughout the last 15 or so minutes of the episode, him kind of like in the background observing things,
Yeah.
kind of talking to or like comforting, not comforting, but like kind of being there for his team members, like when they were doing the interrogation.
Yep.
Uh, he was already a more interesting character than Buck. He
Yeah.
hasn't done much as far as like speaking and stuff. At least I think so.
Yeah, he honestly didn't really stand out to me at first, but then after this, I was like, okay, I'm down to follow this guy.
And I think what I like about it too is he's not like. I think the Elvis guy is so miscast because I just feel like this guy, he's relatively, at least to me, unknown.
Yeah,
So like I don't know what happened to this guy or his crew, so it feels like more intense in the sense of like they could kill him off, they could not. With Elvis, like I know they quote unquote killed him off, but I never got that feeling with
yeah,
him. Like he was always safe when he was in the air when we were watching him.
yep,
And then there's an interrogation scene, which again was another one of those scenes that were like dang, like because he was
yeah.
asking him, "Where is this?"
And they just kept saying, no record, no record,
Yeah,
no record.
no record.
Yep, that
And then
was
it gets
rough.
Bubbles, right? She's gonna,
Yep,
and no record, and then you can see
Crosby.
Crosby's face, and that's another scene we haven't got to after this interrogation scene. Is Crosby cleaning that out?
Yep,
Uh,
and
God,
seeing the letter.
Again, I'm going a little fast, but another subtle thing, like this is what this episode did so good, is it showed all the interrogation stations, and they're only using one.
Yeah,
Like it goes to show, like normally there's like 10, 15 tables of interrogations.
yeah, we saw a little bit of it in other episodes, and it used to be like chaos and just a ton of noise, and you couldn't really tell what was going on. And this one, it's just one table, and a lot of people being really sad and like, yeah,
it's just
Hopeless.
and back to like the Crosby scene. That a lot of them are packing up, the
Yep.
lost ones things, and then Crosby finds the letter that Bubbles was gonna send out to his wife when he thought Crosby was dead in the last episode.
Yep.
And of course, him reading that was very, very sad.
Yes,
Probably one of the saddest scenes in the whole series.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely choked up a few times during that.
Yeah, that was pretty much saying, like, I wish it was me. You're a better pilot than me. You don't want to admit it. You're such a good man. Like, all that kind of stuff. And
Yeah.
like, oh, God. And we know Bubbles is dead because that shit blew up.
Yeah, there's no question about that
No
one.
parachutes. But yeah, that's like we saw that. There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Yep.
And then that's how it ends. It ends on that letter.
Yep. I thought that was a great ending to like cap off a heartbreaking episode.
Yeah, like, man, such a good episode. Like, I'm telling you, man, that near perfect.
Yeah. I'm curious where we'll go next. Cause like,
yeah,
I want to know what happens to Bucky, but I feel like they're staying away from too much of the on the ground in Germany. We do see some of the Belgium stuff, but like we don't really see much in Germany.
Not surprising. Well, kind of surprising, but not. We're not seeing any ground war at all, pretty much.
Yep.
What, 6, 7, 8, 9? So we still have 5 more episodes.
True. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. We're only halfway.
Yeah. And
so maybe
there's only one group left. It'll be interesting to see the newcomers that they bring in.
Would that so maybe the next few episodes will focus on that newcomer crew, which I think would be, to be honest, I think that'd be interesting. I'm down to watch a couple episodes of this new crew and the new pilot.
And I know,
and then Crosby, of course.
In some of the promotional materials, they show the Tuskegee Airmen, so I wonder when they're going to show up too, like these guys. So
yeah, I feel like the next episode or two maybe we'll just more so focus on
at base,
like Crosby
and new people. Yeah,
and then maybe they'll go back to Bucky in the last couple episodes.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I wonder if we'll see their point of view or if we'll just see like the end and then maybe like flashbacks
them or something.
Yeah, and them talking about it.
Yeah, that's a good question actually, because I mean, there really is no guarantee we'll actually see that stuff down there.
Yeah.
But yeah, all I know is this episode for me, like this is what I expected the first. Not that the other episodes are bad.
Yeah.
But to me, this episode is on par to like the battles in Band of Brothers. Like this is the intensity that I feel in the other show. Obviously, it's different because Band of Brothers is like ground war.
Yeah, yeah.
But just the intensity side of it,
Yeah, it was definitely intense.
I was excited to talk about this episode.
Yeah, I love this episode. It makes me so excited for the rest of it too, especially knowing the next episode's directed by the same people.
I know. Yeah, seriously, that makes me excited too. Because man, are they directing any more of the episodes? Just
no,
these two?
I think it's just these two. And then it's different people for 7 and 8. It's a Dee Reese for 7 and 8 and Tim Van Patten for 9.
What about 10?
It doesn't show 10 on here. So it may not be released who's doing 10.
Maybe it'll be like Steven Spielberg or something. I think he produced the show, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a producer or something. Yeah.
That'd be pretty sweet. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I dig it. This put it back on track for me. I think I gave the last one was 6.
Yeah.
So this put it back on track for me, man. This episode, when we turned this episode off, Karen and I, this is the first episode where we're like, dang, that was good.
Yeah. It definitely was on another level.
Yeah. Again, not that I'm saying the other episodes are bad, but yeah, it's a good way to put it. It was on another level. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, that's all I got. I guess we could go on to Halo, and I'm very curious your thoughts on Halo, so I'll let you go first with Halo.
Okay. All right. So yes, moving on to Halo. Just for a little background, I actually only watched the first 2 episodes of the first season when it first came out, and then I stopped. So this past week I went back and watched all of the first season. And then also caught up on season 2. So, and now I have to wait, which kind of sucks, but wait along with you. So Halo season 2, I think, is much better than season 1. I thought season 1 wasn't that great. There were a lot of things I didn't like about it. But season 2's off to a good start. A better start, at least.
Let me ask you this. How should we do it? Should we summarize, or should we give our thoughts real quick on season 1, or
Sure.
do season 2 and then reflect back on season 1?
Yeah, let's talk about season 1, because we'll probably be comparing it. I think
It's a little more fresh in your mind. So give me like your thoughts of season 1 and like rating overall of season 1.
that's tough, rating season 1. So let's start with what I liked about season 1. I liked Cortana. I thought Cortana was one of the few things that like made me feel like, oh yes, this is Halo. Okay, I guess the voice being the same and like her character being pretty similar.
She wasn't purple though.
She wasn't purple, but I mean, she does look different in every game. So like,
That's true.
that didn't really matter to me as much. We'll probably talk about the season 2 Cortana too, because she does look different in that. I liked some of the fights. Some of the fights were interesting and fun. There just wasn't that many of them that I really cared about. You know, when I watch a Halo show, I want to see Spartans versus the Covenant. We got that, in 2 episodes? So some of those were good.
One, in the middle of the season where on that desert planet, right? That was when the brute fell down.
Oh, yeah. So I guess there were 3.
That was a pretty cool fight, I thought.
Yeah, that was.
That war battle. But you know, the other issue too with season 1 is like sometimes he would fight without his helmet, and it would make me so mad.
Yeah, they just keep taking off their helmets in the dumbest times. Like,
I mean, I'm fine with him not having a helmet on, but not like during battle.
Yeah, and the one that really annoyed me was in season 1. What's her name? Kai. Kai gets onto the ship with Halsey in the middle of a giant battle and just takes off her helmet. When she's trying to take Halsey in, it's like, just leave your helmet on.
Well,
and then she gets hit in the head.
So far in season 2, they fixed that issue.
Yeah.
They have not taken their helmet off once, and like when they go out in armor.
Yeah,
which I've
that's
noticed.
true. Mm-hmm.
But anyway.
So some of my biggest problems with season 1.
Yes.
Go for it.
Let me guess. What's her name?
Quan, number 1. Most useless, annoying character I've ever seen. Oh, I did not like her. Did not like any of her scenes.
Yeah, not one. I agree.
Yeah.
That whole episode of just her, I literally fast forwarded it through so much. I'm not joking.
I sat through it and I was so mad the entire time.
I'm proud of you.
It's tough.
It's so pointless.
Yeah, and what sucks is the episode before had her like not in it at all, and I was like, "Oh, this is better." And then it's an entire Quan episode.
They pulled like a Walking Dead, where like they do an episode of a character you don't give a crap about after like a decent episode.
Yeah. So Quan is 1. 2, Master Chief. He doesn't seem like Master Chief to me. The only time he seemed like Master Chief was when Cortana was controlling him. And then it was like, okay, this is how Master Chief's supposed to be. He even like moved more like Master Chief, it felt like. So yeah. And then it didn't always feel like Halo. It felt like a Halo fan fiction with a really high production value. Like there were times where I thought Halsey was good. There were other times it was like whatever. Some of the changes, like Miranda being Halsey's daughter, is weird. Don't know why they do that. And just like,
why did they do that? It's such an unnecessary.
Yeah, no idea. Yeah.
And also, how did you feel about the what was the girl's name with the Covenant?
McKee.
What's her name? So how do you feel about McKee and Chief? Because to me, Chief would never fall for that or fall for a connection like that. thing was weird to me. It did not seem Master Chiefy or
Yeah,
John.
it definitely didn't. I think they did an okay job trying to explain it, like in universe, like the Forerunner thing, like kind of connected them, but it did not feel like Master Chief.
I wasn't a fan, and it's not that I even hated what's her name,
McKee, yeah.
I didn't even necessarily hate her. I just hated what they're doing with her and John.
Yeah, the love interest thing I was not expecting and not the hugest fan of. No.
Well, even I read that the actor said that they should not have put that sex scene in season 1 with her.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, that should not have been in there.
Yeah.
So like, I think. And did you know season 1 and 2 it was a totally different new showrunner?
It feels like it. Yeah, I kind of just assumed that because it feels totally different.
Yeah, it's totally different showrunner. So they're definitely, I think, adjusting the show a little bit.
Yeah, that's good.
Because season 1 didn't it end with like they didn't know if it was Chief still in there or Cortana, and then they just dropped it.
Yeah, that was the whole cliffhanger, and it was really jarring going right from the end of season 1 into season 2. I was like, wait, I was trying to figure out, is this Chief? Is this Cortana? What's going on? Like, they didn't really ever explain it until...
That's totally the new showrunners, like, saying, screw that storyline.
Yeah.
Yeah. So overall, what would you rate season 1 out of 10?
Overall, a 3 or a 4, probably. Like... Some good scenes, but overall not that great of a show. And I also realize that I'm pretty biased because I've read a bunch of the books. We've played all of the games, and so it was hard for me to like take my mind out of the Halo canon. I kept being like, wait, that's not right, but I'm trying to get better about that, but even then I would probably say a 4. Like, it was below average.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I think I said like a 3 or a 4. Maybe on a good day, if I was never seen anything Halo, maybe I'd give it a 5. Like, oh, this is a decent watch.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I was complaining about it to my wife, and I'm like, if this was not a Halo show, I might like this a lot more. But like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. But like, still though, not even like that much more.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I agree with everything you said. Was there any other thing in season 1 you want to point out? Or is that something?
One thing I'll say, I did like the actor who played Keys. I thought he did a pretty good job. The character is different, it feels like, a little bit. And obviously him having a relationship with Halsey just makes that dynamic different. But I thought he did a good job. Like, some of the actors did a good job with what they were given, not Quan. But it's hard to separate what she was given with what she did. So, like, that character is just so useless. But yeah, some of the actors did a pretty good job with what the Spartans seem cool. I'm excited to learn more about Silver Team. So, yeah.
Wasn't he on Blue Team in the game?
Yes.
Different team?
Yeah, I don't think he was Silver Team.
No. See, I don't get why it changes like that, though. I don't understand. But
I don't know.
So now season 2.
Season 2, yes.
I guess we'll clump up the 3 episodes.
Yeah, we can give our scores for each of them and then review them. Okay. So episode 1, you go ahead and give your score first on this one, and then.
Okay. Episode 1, going from season 1 to episode 1, I thought it was definitely an improvement.
Yep.
The story is more interesting. It feels more contained. There's some characters that are in it that I'm okay with, or that's in it less that I'm okay with.
Yep.
And it just felt more tight. And the first 15 minutes of the first episode was awesome. Like, that's the kind of Halo show I want.
Yeah.
So I would probably give this one, I don't know, I actually enjoyed this one. I'd probably say like a 6.
Yep, that's what I gave episode 1. I thought this was a good start. It's going to be hard because I feel like I might inflate my scores a little more because of how bad season 1 was. But yeah, I gave it a 6. I thought it was, slightly above average. It was just so much better. It was like a breath of fresh air. I thought some of the new characters introduced were interesting, and some of the storylines they dropped made it better, and there were some cool cinematic shots, and yeah, it was a good, much better episode.
I agree. Episode 2.
Yeah, so episode 2 for me, yeah, I thought it was a little weaker. There were some things in this episode that I was just like, why? I still thought it was solid, though. I think what they're doing with some of the characters was still good. Really opening up and showing their intentions, and there's a lot of like cloak and dagger stuff happening behind the scenes. So I thought this was like a 5, an average episode. It was decent in some things. Other things, it's just silly. But overall, I think it balanced out to like a 5.
I actually 100% agree. A 5. I agree with everything what you said. I was going to say 5. I think it was a little weaker.
Yeah.
Not to the level of episode 1, but not bad.
Yep. Still much better than season
3.
1. But yeah, so episode 3.
Episode 3, I thought for me, picked back up. I would probably give it the same as episode 1, a 6. I thought it was just as good for different reasons, and it was better than the second episode, and kind of went a little bit back on track, and it ended decent to where I'm kind of curious what the next episode's going to be, and I have a couple theories, and I hope one of them's wrong, but yeah, I think this one was a little better. I'd give this episode 3 a 6 out of 10, a little above average.
Yeah, I'm similar. I was between a 6 and a 7. I went with a 7 on this one. I think I like this one a little bit more than the first episode. Okay. Not as much action. I thought the action was better in episode 1.
Yeah. But
I thought, again, like the character stuff in this one was really good. And then like the build up to what's coming next has also gotten me really excited. Yeah. Still some annoying parts of this episode. But we'll get into that in the spoilers where I complain. But
there's a storyline or two I do not care about. But.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I was between a 6 and a 7. I'll stick with a 7. I thought this was a good episode.
Okay. Sweet. Well, let's get into spoilers.
Yes. Spoiler alert for Halo. Season 2.
Orange. I guess we could just clump these 3 episodes together because
yeah,
I mean it's to go over if we do one by one.
One thing, let me just start by saying I got so excited when there was that line where they said that they had lost Madrigal. I was like, oh, please please let that mean Quan's not in this. And then she ends up back in the end of the episode.
Wow. I was watching this the first episode. I'm like, oh, Quan's not in it. God, they're really trying something new. And then they just had to drop her in last second.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, and I could tell the showrunners are trying so hard to get us to like her.
Yeah.
She's killing all the people and kind of being cool and killing the people we hate. Right? Like they're trying to make us like her, I feel like.
They are, but they're also still doing the stupid stuff where she just gets angry and yells and she's mean to the kid.
Yeah,
and
she got mad at the kid.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? It's a kid.
Yeah. I was really annoyed by that. It brought back all the feelings of season 1, the stupid character.
And again, I'm not saying they're succeeding in trying to make us
yeah, that's fair.
I'm just saying, I can tell they're they're trying to make her cool. Yeah, I killed them all. We saved you. Yep. I don't know. I don't like any of that storyline, by the way, on that planet, ship, whatever they're on.
The asteroid belt thing, the rubble.
I don't care about the mom. I don't care about the kid. And why couldn't she have brought the kid with her? Why did she ship the kid off alone?
Yeah, I don't get that.
Couldn't she have just brought the kid hey, stay right here. I'm gonna go
hide him away.
Yeah, and then we'll get your mom and we'll all be together.
Yeah.
Instead of shipping him off by himself.
Yeah, that was silly.
But, that whole storyline I don't like. And this is my fear. So episode 3 ended. with that explosion, which has to be the start of the fall of Reach, right?
I
Because they're not
agree.
it's not family gonna explode like a bomb or anything.
Yeah.
But my fear is the next episode, it's gonna focus on Quan and them because they're trying to get to Reach to
Don't say
get
that.
her husband, right? Her husband's
Yeah,
got taken,
Soren's there.
and so that storyline needs to catch up.
Oh, I hope
And
not.
and I am very worried that the next episode will be solely focused on them, and we won't even see.
No,
I hope I'm wrong.
I didn't even think of that because I just don't want to think of that.
I hope I'm wrong, man. I
Yeah.
just feeling that storyline has to catch up to the current of Master Chief and them.
Yeah.
Man, that's maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I'm thinking this show has made me think of the worst. So
Yeah, I mean that's fair. So for
yeah, what's some
episode
things you liked or disliked?
I liked so episode 1 had an amazing action, like the fight in the fog with the Covenant and and Master
That was
Chief
cool.
was like so good, so
When the
atmospheric.
swords all popping up.
Yep. Yeah, I
It's
feel like
really
they're
cool.
using Halo music better in season 2.
Even the intro, right? The intro
Yep.
had Halo music.
Yep. So yeah, I loved all that. One character I really like is Ackerson. I feel like
Yeah.
I mean I also kind of hate him
I
because
love
he's
the actor.
yeah, the actor's really good at making you like he's almost like an antagonist to the Chief. Like he's
It's
basically
funny you say that.
Mhm.
Well, I was gonna say it's funny you say that because the actor, I love the actor. He's in you never watch it, but Vampire Diaries.
Okay.
He plays like the old like the very first vampire.
Okay.
Like but he plays the exact same character, whereas he is a dick. He is a bad guy, but he shows moments of like you kind of feel for him and you kind
Yeah.
of understand what he's saying. It's the same exact character in this show, and he does so good at that.
I see why they cast him then. Yeah, he does really well at that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like throughout the first 3 episodes, at first he's kind of just like antagonistic towards the Chief and kind of gaslighting him and making him feel like he's crazy, that he thinks the Covenant are on Reach, even though he knows that the Covenant are on Reach. But his talk with Keys, where I mean, at the end, Keys tells him to go F himself. That was a great line.
That was great.
But like his talk about like, we're gonna lose this. There's no question about that. We just have to lose it in a way, in the best way, like where we
ran all the calculations.
Yeah. And I
Keys,
thought
you have to stay and fight, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I thought that put his character in a completely different light of like, he knows what's going on. He's trying to do the best he can.
Oh.
You know.
Let me tell you this, on the flip side, a really stupid decision, or maybe it's the writing, is if you know all this is coming, why are you sitting your best team, the silver team, and benching them during this?
Yeah, I think the reason
why are you sitting Chief in them? Why?
I think the only reason is because he absolutely does not want it to come out that the Covenant's on Reach, and he's worried about something Chief will do because Chief is fighting so hard to prove that.
What's the point? So what's the team that they sent out that Chief was looking at? What team was that? Cobalt or
Cobalt?
What was it?
Yeah, I think that's right.
So what was the point of sending them out?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Because they could have just sent out some soldiers, and they would have found out. Why do you send out? Why do you send out Spartans?
Maybe before that time, he didn't fully know that the Covenant were on Reach, because it seems like he actually believed it when he was running those simulations with Cortana.
Wouldn't you still send out the soldiers as the guinea pigs?
Yeah.
Because if you ran the calculations, if you know they're on Reach, then why are you going to pretty much sacrifice Spartans?
Yeah, unless he's already. So here's
unless there's something we don't know yet.
Yeah, either we could not know, or he's already like. He knows that they're not going to make it off. Like he's like, well, the Covenant are here, so they're going to die anyways. I don't know.
The only other thing I was thinking is maybe he hates these Spartans because they were what's-her-face's creations, and he wants to make his own Spartans.
Yeah, I think that's a very possible future storyline that he's going to be involved with either the Spartan 3s or Spartan 4s. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Because Halsey made these ones or whatever, so he's like, I don't like it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
That could be.
Yeah, and then the other scenes Zach was in when he's with his dad,
Oh,
I
those
thought those were really
scenes.
good scenes.
Yeah, that scene with the few scenes with his dad really hit home for me. And
Yeah,
they were very emotional. And I thought he did a great job in those scenes. And even talking about it to Keys, like you could just feel that like he is sacrificing some pretty big things in
like
his
he
life.
has some skin in the game. Yeah, like that actor. I'm telling you, that actor does a good job in hating him but making you feel for him.
Yeah, he does.
Maybe he's gonna be typecast into that role forever. How do you feel about what's his name, Kai, this season?
Who?
Is her name Kai or what's her name?
Yeah, Kai.
Kai, Kai.
It's interesting because at first I didn't like Kai very much, and then when she was like sticking with Master Chief, I was like, okay, I like her a little more. But now she's just kind of like, it seems like she's always questioning whatever's going on. I don't know. It just seems like because she
doesn't seem like a 180 to how it was.
Yeah, like she was on Chief's side and now she's questioning him, and yeah, I don't know.
And I get like you know, he says he saw Maku or whatever her name is, and
McKee,
she thinks she's dead, McKee. But like Master Chief has been right about so many things in this last season and a half, and you're questioning him.
Yeah, like, I didn't really like that.
Maybe it's one of those things where, like, if we would have saw like is this Master Chief or is this Cortana, we would understand her side more. Like she doesn't trust that he's fully there. But maybe it's because we didn't see that. Maybe it's because they dropped that storyline.
Yeah, that could be.
But yeah, she's kind of. I mean, I'm not saying I hate her, but she's like her character's been on my lower side this season.
Yeah, I think actually I'm more interested in what Riz is going through now than Kai. Like it seems like it's Riz's turn, and like her body's failing her. That's really interesting for a Spartan.
Yeah,
and having Lewis,
she just wants like a normal life, kind of now.
Yeah, and having
he's
Lewis
dead,
there.
Right? They're all gonna die, right? Or maybe one will survive, but Chief, the end goal, I think, of the season is they're going to get to the Halo ring.
Yeah.
The Chief's not going to Spartans with him there, right?
Yeah, I kind of expect them to not make it off reach. Just Master Chiefs, probably.
There's no way. I mean, if they could change a lot of things, but you cannot have Master Chief be on the first Halo ring with multiple Spartans.
Yeah, I agree.
It needs to. What I'm hoping is this season is a course correction, and season 3 we get to like then it's gonna feel like Halo.
Yeah,
where he's on the ring with some soldiers, right? And like that, I'm hoping this is the Fall of Reach, which I actually don't think the season's going to end with the Fall of Reach. There's 8 episodes, and I think the Fall of Reach is maybe not this episode, but the next one, and there's going to be like 2 episodes left. So what do you think is going to be a storyline after the Fall of Reach? Because I think that's not going to be the finale.
Yeah. So
do you think it's going to be getting to the Halo ring?
I think so, yeah. I think we'll probably get to the Halo ring in the last episode or so.
And I'll have to wait another 2 years.
Yeah. Seems to be what it's leading to.
That would, like, if they could, like, get Master Chief on the Halo ring, land or find some soldiers in there, and have it just be Chief with some soldiers, like kind of like a kind of like a band. I know you didn't see it, but like kind of like a Band of Brothers, where it's just you're on a new ring or new area, Covenant soldiers, get the banter, you know, the hoorah. I don't know, like, and just have Chief, you know, be as more stoic.
Just him and Cortana.
So I will say that the actor who plays Chief, he feels a little more Chief like this season.
A little bit, yeah.
Even when especially when he has the helmet on, he's a lot more
like
what's
stoic.
The word I'm looking for? Yeah, stoic. There you go. Yeah. Okay, what are some dislikes? So you liked Ackerson.
There's a few more things I liked. I thought the scene with Master Chief at the dinner was actually a pretty funny and well done scene.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
when the guy was like, "Hey, what's your KDR?" It's like, "I don't keep
Yeah,
score."
I thought that was a little funny.
And I'm liking Perez, and I think that scene where she finally is like, "Oh, you mean that woman?" And Master Chief's like, "Oh, I'm not crazy. I did actually see her." Like that was a cool little reveal.
Yeah.
And also that talk between Halsey and Ackerman where she reveals that Julia was in the Spartan program, and that's what happened to her is like after seeing his sister as the clone and dying over and over, like realizing that's literally what happened is she was replaced by a clone who died like that, and like seeing his reaction to that, I thought that was all really well done. That was one of that and the keys scene was why I bumped episode 3 up to a 7, because I thought those were really cool.
I will say that reveal where she said, "Oh, that girl," that would have been more impactful if we didn't see her with the elites at the beginning of the episode, or the elite, or maybe it was episode 2.
See who with the elite?
The end of
McKee.
episode 2.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah,
we saw McKee, open up that door. If we wouldn't have saw her, then I still would have been like, "Is Chief like?
yeah,
Did Chief be alive?" But like we saw her without Chief there. So like we kind of knew she was, right?
yeah. That's true. That definitely would have been more impactful with that. That would have been a really cool scene.
I like that scene too, though.
Yeah. As for my dislikes, the rubble, like Quan,
Yeah.
Master Chief still not totally being Master Chief. It is better. There's still some scenes where he's
Still not.
Yeah,
still not Master Chief, but
I do like Soren as a character. It's just it's all been on Madrigal and Rubble, so I've not really cared that much. But now that he's with Halsey, I'm a little more excited to see what's going to go on.
I was gonna say I'm okay with his character, but it's everything else
yeah,
that I do not care for.
What do you think of the new Cortana model?
Well, no, to be honest, I kind of like the season one more. To be honest,
I kind of agree. But it's hard to tell because like I wonder if it's just a dissonance with the voice coming out of like an actual human looking character. Like I know that's not the actress's voice. That's Jen Taylor. That's Cortana. Like, and she does look a lot different. I do give a little bit of wiggle room for that because she does change looks every game. But it is weird. I'm not totally sure why they went from the CG Cortana to the human character Cortana. So I'm kind of like lukewarm on that.
Yeah, same. I mean, realistically, how much are we going to see her? And also, when is Chief and Cortana going to like reunite?
Probably on the way out of Reach, I would guess somehow, because that's like the games is getting Master Chief on the ship. Yeah. With Cortana.
Oh.
Yeah.
Actually, how cool would that be? Is if this season or like season 3 started with like Chief waking up on a ship and like the beginning of Halo Combat Evolved.
That would be cool. Just a shot by shot remake of the game.
Yeah, literally, dude, pretty much.
I would probably like that more. Yeah.
Like just have that be the opening of shoot, just make the game shot by shot. I'm just kidding. But so what I guess we kind of already talked about the predictions. So we're obviously seeing the fall of Reach.
Yep.
And then after the aftermath of that will probably be, like you said, getting to the Halo ring or probably some conflict between Ackerson and Chief. Is Ackerson going to make it out?
I think so.
Is he going to live past the season?
I think so. He seems like the kind of guy to have a plan to get off because he's saving all the most important stuff, right? And he probably sees himself as pretty important. And I feel like he's going to have something to do with the further Spartan program. Him and Halsey might do separate Spartan programs or something.
I will say he would be an interesting character, even if he's not always around, to be that character in the background that always shows up places.
Yeah.
Like kind of like the overarching like character that you kind of like and you kind of don't.
And that would make sense because he's an
Yeah.
Oni officer, right? He's like a spook,
Yeah.
someone who works in the shadows. So that would make sense for the
Mhm.
character.
And that'd be kind of cool because you can get future conflicts where like, yeah, him and Chief don't get along, but there's some freaking brutes and elites that are, they hate more.
Yeah.
Enemy of enemies, friend.
Yep.
That thing. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up, man. I agree with everything you said. The goods, the bads. Let's cut the storyline with Quan and all them, and they're not going to. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe once they're all connected, it will be a little better.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I still feel like her
Why not?
character needs to grow up a
Why
lot.
have that storyline though? That's the thing.
Okay, so I saw some predictions that I did not like, but I feel like they could happen. Is that Quan is going to be part of the next Spartan program?
Oh Lord, have mercy on our soul. God.
Yeah.
The only good thing they can do with Quan is she goes down epically on Reach. That's about all they can do to.
Yeah, I have a feeling
Me.
that's not going to happen.
I know, you're right. One can,
One can hope.
God, I hope that's not true, dude. God, please no.
Yeah, I know.
That
When I
would
saw
be
that, I'm like, no.
That would be awful. I wonder if season 3 has been confirmed or not. I think the show gets pretty good views.
Yeah, I think so too.
And this is the kind of show, if it keeps getting a little better, I'm okay to keep renewing it.
It has not been confirmed yet, but is expected to be renewed in the future.
I'm sure. I've seen the numbers on it, and it's pretty well received as far as views.
Yeah.
Actually, this season, I was looking at some reviews of this season. A lot of people like the season more.
It is better, for sure.
But that's not saying much, though.
Yeah, it still feels kind of Halo fanfiction-y. I think mostly just the changes and some of the unnecessary changes make it feel like that. But once I get past that, it'll be better.
You're right, though. If this wasn't named Halo, for me, this would be like 6, 7 out of 10 so far. Like I think as a sci-fi show, it is an interesting show.
Yeah.
But it's just not it's not Halo. I guess that's what's getting to me.
Yeah.
I'm like so conflicted because it's just not Halo, but like I'm actually entertained still.
Yeah, and there's some good
Especially
scenes.
this season I'm entertained, I should say. Last season. Yeah.
Yep.
But we'll see. I will say this. I am excited to watch this weekly. It has actually gotten me excited to get to the day where it comes on. I'll say that.
What day does it come out? Because I watched them all.
I think it's Wednesday or Thursday.
Okay.
My phone died, so I can't look it up.
Oh yeah, I guess I have it right here. So the next one's on the 22nd. So yeah, Thursday.
So that's on Thursdays, and Master of the Air is Fridays. Well, technically Thursday, but I watch on Fridays.
Yeah. Cool.
So Thursdays, and they're both. Well, Master of the Air still has 5 episodes, and Halo still has what? Well, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 episodes too, actually, because there's 8 episodes total.
Yep.
So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So both that way, 5 more weeks of both of these shows. So
cool.
Sweet. That's pretty much all I got. I was excited for you to finish it though and watch it because
I know. I'm glad we pushed it back a few days so I could finish it. Thanks for accommodating.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. Sweet. So we're all caught up.
Yep. All right.
So one last thing with Halo. We'll make it real quick. Just
a
5-second thing. Rank your Halo campaigns. You don't even need to explain it. Just rank them.
Oh, that's so tough. I think I'd have to explain some things.
Well, you could explain it, but you know,
yeah. I'm trying to. So
and we'll separate campaign from multiplayer too.
Yeah, let's just talk about campaigns. I'm like replaying them now, so I may have a different opinion now.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of think Halo Reach might be my favorite campaign.
Okay, that's not controversial. I could get with that.
Yeah, and then after that, this is so hard. I just replayed the first episode of Halo 2, and it has a great opening
Oh God,
opening
did you play the
level.
anniversary edition too?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's so good.
I really like Halo 1's campaign, but I dock it a little bit because the second half is just like backtracking. Yeah. So let's see. Halo 3's campaign is really good too. So Reach.
And again, after you replay them, you could revise this too.
Yeah. Reach. I think I liked Halo 3 more than Halo 2 overall. Like I felt like the campaigns were that campaign was more solid overall. Halo 2 and Halo 1, I both like the first half of the games so much, and then the second half falls off a little bit. Then I think I like Halo 4, then 5, and Infinite, because I never finished it. It has to be at the bottom.
It's similar. So I would say I actually agree with Reach. If you want to talk just straight like beauty of the campaign and the characters and like
music
story
and story
and the music and the ending, I mean, it's hard to top Reach. And then I think this is where I differ. I love the Halo 2 campaign.
Yeah, Halo 2 is really good.
And then Halo 3. And then, but realistically, I could flip flop on that if I replayed it.
Yeah, I might too.
And then Halo 1, and then 4, and then 5, and then I've never played Infinite.
Okay, yeah, so pretty similar. Just flop 2 and 3.
I rate Halo 4 low. I still think Halo 4 is a good campaign.
I agree.
Now multiplayer.
Yeah,
this is a hard one for me too, because I love the first 3 for totally different reasons and like different moments in my life.
Yeah. For multiplayer, I think
3,
I would put Halo 3 as my top multiplayer.
I mean, just with foraging and custom games, I have so many memories of just talking to random lobbies with people and playing random games. You know, back then everyone talked. Yeah, and then getting so excited for the map packs to come out.
Yeah.
And the double team, and I love the multi team in Halo 3.
That was fun.
Yeah, Halo 3, and then I would do Halo 2 just because that was like for me, because I didn't have PC. That was like the first online Halo. Like I remember my dad and Lawrence, they went and got 2 copies.
Nice.
And for like one household so we could all play. And like opening night, midnight, and we played the crap out of Halo 2. Like if I'm talking memories with like family, like Lawrence and my dad and everyone, Halo 2 I have the most memory with that. Halo 3 is more like with friends. And then Halo 1, again, LAN parties, and that's one of the days where we go to LAN parties and have some pizza and hook up 4 TVs. And I don't know, this is the multiplayer is hard.
Yeah, honestly, I think I might have played Halo 1 online on PC more than I played Halo 2 online.
Really?
Yeah, I might have to put that above, because there was also like mods for it, modded servers and stuff with really cool levels, and like
so you have like a PC element to it that I never had.
Yeah, and there were extra levels and like the flamethrower, and there was a lot of cool stuff on PC, and it was my first person shooter, like first M-rated game. I have a lot of memories playing that, and then also LAN parties, and I did play a lot of Halo 2, but I think I might have played more Halo 1.
Okay. See, I think Halo 2 was probably my most played. But if I had to rank them, so I'd do Halo 3, Halo 2, Halo 1, Halo Reach, Halo 5, and then Halo 4. And I never played Infinite.
Yeah,
well,
you know
I did
what?
play Infinite. I'm not going to rank.
I think I did play Halo 1 more, but I think Halo 2's multiplayer was better. Just because of the online, the Xbox Live stuff was, and the DLCs and stuff. So I would probably have basically the same ranking.
They introduced. And,
I think I would have the same ranking. Halo 2 multiplayer was just so good.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, that's just my off-cuff thoughts. I wanted to know. And then one last thing before we go, so I have to hop off here. So I'm on like I think chapter 11 now of Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Nice. How you liking it?
like I'm still loving it, man. that what is it? The Bumblebee Inn chapter,
Honeybee in, yeah, that's a funny
Honeybee
one.
Inn, dude. That whole chapter, I was like, it felt so different than the rest of the game I played
Yeah, that was
in a good way.
that
In a
was a
good way.
fun chapter. It was silly, yeah.
Yeah, and then now I'm like in the little ghost train yard.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm really liking it, and I don't know if this is intentional because I don't know if they do this in the original because I didn't get super far in the original, but they're really playing up the like Cloud and Tifa or Cloud and what's her name? Aerith? Is that how you
Aerith,
pronounce it?
yeah. Well,
Aerith.
I
Like,
forget which, it's Eris or Aerith, yeah.
yeah, because they're really, at least in this game, and this is from someone who doesn't like know a lot about the original game. They really play into like which one does he like or do you like?
Yeah, there's a little bit of that, but I don't think there's as much in the original.
Which I don't mind because it is an interesting thing, Do I maybe I'm thinking more about it than I should be, but they're making it seem like I should be thinking about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Is
Are you Team
like
Tifa
I'm
or
thinking,
Team Aerith or Team Jesse?
I don't know. I was honestly kind of Jessie at first, but I haven't seen her for a while. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I'm Team
I
Aerith all the way.
I was gonna say what I like about Aerith is like it feels like so natural, like,
Yeah,
and she's just a sweetheart.
yeah. I like Tifa a
And
lot, but Aerith is awesome. She's
but then Tifa's like
great.
your childhood friend, right? And like you
Yeah,
guys have that history, and she's like strong, and she could take care of herself, which so can Aerith.
yeah,
And Jessie seems like that, like the kind of like that girl next door, like she's cool.
yeah. And she was a much smaller character in the games, in the
And
original
again,
game. They really drilled deep
I,
into her backstory in this, which I liked, like learning about.
her dad, mom stuff, but.
Yeah,
I will say I'm probably Team Aerith, but I do feel like sometimes I'm betraying Tifa.
yeah, that's fair. Uh,
Uh, but yeah, I like it. I like it a lot, and I think Cloud is the perfect main character.
yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, he's a great main character.
Goofy in that chapter. There's one
Yep.
line I love is where Aerith said something about the dress. He's like, "Yeah, we get it. Move on. Or, we did it. I did good. Move on." He said something funny, like so blunt.
Yeah,
But I like that. Like he's such a strong masculine character, but like he's like, "Oh, I'm doing this for Tifa,
yeah,
whatever."
yep.
Like
I like that
it's not
too.
one of those fighting it. He's like he kind of is like, I don't want to dance, but whatever, I'm doing it.
Yep.
But anyway, I just had to. Did you get any farther in Resident Evil?
I did. I'm on like chapter 6 or 7, and I also started Persona 3 just to see how that is, and I'm liking that a lot too.
Okay, nice. I haven't played that one. Sweet. So you're almost halfway done with Resident Evil.
Yeah, yeah.
There's 16 chapters.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, so I'm about halfway, yeah.
yeah. But alrighty, sweet. Well, that's all I got.
Yep, me too. All right. Well, thanks everyone for joining the VGA podcast, and we will talk to you next week.
Peace.